Hey guys, Bill Nichols here. Going to do a quick unboxing video. So as you know, recently I received this Typhoon H, this unique Q500 that I'm going to compare to the DJI Phantom 4 in a bunch of tests and then compare them on their own right too, do a review of them, let you know their capabilities, you know what they have going on. Obviously I had problems with my Typhoon H. Just received the new one in the mail today, so that will go along with me on my trip next week and I can start to do the comparison videos of all of them. But there was another highly requested drone that probably somewhere between like 5 and 7 people commented, and another half dozen or so emailed me asking me if I had any experience with it, if I could get one in. And I reached out, I did get one in. So I'm going to add this drone to the comparison. So I'll be doing a comparison against really 4 drones from, you know, $799 Q500 up to the $1,400 Phantom and showing you how they all do. Number 4, that's going to be in the pack. Way too many drones now. I've got to do something about this. The next one is the X-Star Premium from Autel. So real quick overview, the X-Star Premium, 3-axis stabilized gimbal, dual nav system, autopilot functions, star point positioning system they call it, HD view on the live app. They said that they have US-based customer support, open 7 days a week. Might try that out just to give them a rundown, see how they are. Aircraft weight, 1,420 grams, can go at 36 miles an hour. Max flight time of 25 minutes, about a 1.25 mile range. Now, people get hung up on the ranges, and you're not supposed to fly out of line of sight. I know that sometimes everybody does, but thinking of flying a Phantom a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles away, I don't really know why somebody would do that unless they're doing some type of agricultural survey or something. But for me, and I think for probably 99% of people out there, a mile or 3/4 of a mile is going to be plenty of range for most. So I don't really see a range problem with most of these quadcopters, drones, you know, hexacopters, any of them. 1.25 miles, more than enough. Positioning module, GPS and GLONASS. Quick release, 3-axis stabilized gimbal, we'll show that. It's got GPS, attitude, and IOC flight modes. Autopilot modes, follow, orbit, and waypoint. It can shoot JPEGs and DNGs. It shoots at 12 megapixels. It'll do 4K and 2.7K up to 30 frames a second. Now, a lot of people, I've had a couple of people ask me what is 2.7K. So it's in between 1080 and 4K. What's nice about shooting in either 4K or 2.7K is that you've got a bigger frame to work with. So if you were shooting in 2.7K, but your props were getting in the picture, well, now you could scale down to a 1080p size picture, and you would have all of that great footage in the middle. It also helps for stabilization. So if in Premiere or Final Cut, you're telling it to stabilize the video, it can crop some of it out, and then you can crop down to 1080, have a really nice stable picture. If for some reason your gimbal wasn't stabilizing everything, it'll shoot in an MP4 or .mov. So 4K and 2.7K up to 30 frames a second, 1080p at 120 frames a second, 720p at 240 frames a second. So if you're shooting 720p at 240 frames a second and you output your video at 24 frames a second, that means for every second of footage you could get 10 seconds slowed down. Might be some really cool slow motion shots that you can get that way. That's pretty slow. They have an app that it links down to. It's made for Android, so it's on Google Play, and it's also on the iOS App Store. And let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Let's make this quick today. Just a quick unboxing. Comes in a really nice case. Feels like a piece of lightweight luggage. Handle on top, zippers, and little rubber pieces on the bottom. So let's open up the X-Star Premium, see what we got. The Autel X-Star Premium. Let's do this unboxing here. Just gonna cut this off. It's nice to see all these companies doing really great packaging. Now, this is a really cool case. Just a little semi-rigid case here. You know, just feels like a piece of lightweight luggage. Handle on top, a couple of zippers, little rubber deals on the bottom, and kind of no nonsense to get in here. So let's start with the box first. So this is a repair kits. I don't know what's in the, I don't know what would be in the repair kit. Let's take a look and see. See, there's a wrench. This little wrench is probably what grips onto the motors. So the props look like they screw down on there. There's some little isolators for the gimbal, some little foam pads, a couple of little plastic deals. And then you've got your micro USB cable, and then a leash or a lanyard leash for your controller, so you can put it around your neck. You don't have to use your hands to carry the controller. You just put the weight of it on your neck. Let's see. Warranty card. Welcome to the Autel robotics community. They say US-based customer support, open 7 days a week. It's nice to hear. Here's your charger. Charger's got a fan on it. Your charger. Not going to bother opening that up. And then a documentation kit. Wow, lots of documentation. It is thick. Let's just open that up. I'm interested. A lot of people have asked about this Autel. It's about $800, and it looks like it. I mean, it looks very similar to a Phantom. Same type of plastic. So here's your X-Star and X-Star Premium Quick Guide. Your user manual. Little flying safe flyer that's coming with a lot of drones now. And then your X-Star Premium packing list. So aircraft remote controller, aircraft battery, gimbal holder, micro SD card is already in there. With the X-Star Premium, wow. With this you get a 64 gig SD card included. Let's open up the X-Star Premium and take a look at that. That's nice. They're almost all coming with SD cards. I don't know anybody that's including a 64 gig one. The screen here, you know, similar, a little bit similar to the Phantom, you know, white plastic as far as that goes. You've got a photo button here, a start-stop recording button here, some, you know, rolling. So this one goes back and forth. This one is sprung. And then you've got playback, your mode. So whether you're in attitude mode, GPS, or IOC mode. Attachment here for your, you know, for your lanyard. Hold to take off and land. Hold to start motors. I actually really like this hold to start motors button. I saw that on the Unique first. Hold to start to go home. Press to pause aircraft. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what you would pause it for. Hold to power off and on. And then there's a small LCD screen here. I imagine that's going to give you voltages, time, maybe distance, speed, some other indication. And then you've got your holder here for your device. So it'll expand out. Looks like, you know, whichever orientation you hold it, it could hold a phone, you know, this way, or it could hold a tablet this way. Looks like it'll probably hold an iPad Air 2. Let's go ahead and close that down. I'm positive that this is the propellers. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're paired. So you've got a red and a silver, and you've got a red dot and no dot on these. So red are going to go here, silver are going to go here. They're telling you the way to put them on. 2 complete sets of props. That's always nice. It looks like the battery and everything are installed on the X-Star already. So let's get rid of this case so you can see this better. All right. And here is the X-Star Premium. See it here. You've got a battery. The gimbal and the camera are already installed. So there you go. Says 4K on it. Got some red stripes here. I think those red stripes are indicating to you which way is forward. USB right here. It says please remove this plastic film before use. Battery in the back. Just an easy click battery. Good size battery. It's 4,900 milliamp hours. To turn on the power, press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. To turn it off, press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. Looks like it can only go in one way. Well, it'll go all the way in, but it's not going to insert because it's got the notch. So you can't really put it in backwards. And you've got a little gimbal lock on there. Right here. And yeah, that is great. Let's see, it said that the SD card was inserted in here. Yeah, so here's the SD card. So these isolators are really you know, pretty loose. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, there's not a lot of resistance on them. It'll be interesting to see how that affects it at all. If it's shaking, is that going to translate, or is that going to keep it dampened? And then let's see here. Wow, that's amazing. So they include a SanDisk Ultra, 64 gigabyte MicroSD. That's fantastic. Especially for the price. I believe that this was, I think these are $8.99. And let's see what this does. Oh, so there. So this just slides off with some contacts, so it looks like the camera's replaceable. Maybe that'll allow them to put different camera models on here in the future. But you've got this little lock button right here, and then it just slides right off, and you've got these copper contacts in here. There's what it looks like without the camera. So if you wanted to rig up something else, you could. Looks like you got some positioning stuff here. I'll just slide that right back on. So we're going to get it notched in here, and then just slide it back. And now it's locked. It's on there nice and tight. So nice little system. Let's see, let's compare it to the Phantom as far as size goes. Now my props are on the Phantom, but they're very close. Look at this. Let's turn this over. They're almost exactly the same as far as the distance goes. The design with the LEDs in the bottom, you know, very close design. That'll be interesting. I know that DJI was starting some actions against Unique for some of the tracking stuff and some other pieces. Obviously, Unique's design language is different than DJI. This is going to be interesting because this, you know, anybody that saw this that didn't know who Autel was would probably think this was a Phantom 3 or something. But we're going to get it out and take a look. So I will do some comparison tests. I'll fly over slowly some, you know, landscape pieces, maybe some urban areas so that you can see how it does against tiled roofs, against landscape and grass and everything else. I'll probably fly the same exact route with the Typhoon H and the Q500 and the Phantom so that you can see all of those together. So I'm excited. Another Phantom, another drone in the house. Too many drones. So many drones, not so many days. So there we go. Awesome. That's the initial unboxing. And thoughts, I mean, it's constructed well. So it looks rigid. It looks, you know, nice and sturdy. No complaints on the construction whatsoever. It just looks, in my opinion, I think it looks like a slightly less refined Phantom, but that obviously doesn't indicate capabilities, and design is really just a preference thing. So I don't know, from a design perspective, maybe I prefer the Phantom design a little bit more, but that doesn't mean anything. That's just preference, just my subjective opinion. But everything in here feels really nice. It, you know, looks like a good platform. So I'm interested to get it out, see how it works, and download their app, get it on my device, and go from there. All right, guys, so there we go. Autel Robotics X-Star Premium. Let me know what you think. If you have any particular questions about it, keep in mind I haven't flown it yet, so I probably won't be able to answer any questions. But if you have ideas of maybe ways that you want to see these compared against the Phantom and the Typhoons, let me know. It'll help me figure out what content you guys want to see. Other than that, I'm just going to go crazy with my own content. So you keep watching, I'll keep making videos. And as a reminder, I am now, I think, at about 1,920 viewers. I get to 2,000, I'm giving away those Polar ND filters for the Phantom 4 and Phantom 3. So go to this video, like it, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm going to draw somebody's name and I'm going to send them out. So thanks for watching. Thanks for spending the time. Share this out. Subscribe now if you haven't so that you get the alerts. And share this around with anybody that you think might like my content. And I'll talk to you later. You keep watching. I'll keep making videos. Thanks a lot, guys.